Okay, what do the directions say here? It says factor each perfect square trinomial into a binomial squared. This is easy. To factor these, first put our parentheses, right? And we're gonna look at the first term. What's the factor? What are the factors of x squared? X and x. And then what are factors of 81? Well, it doesn't matter. All I've got to do is square root 81, and that gives me 9. The square root of 81 is 9, because 9 times 9 equals 81. A square root of a number is a number that when you multiply times itself gives you that number. So the square root of 100 equals 10. The square root here of 25 is 5. 5 times 5, because 5 times 5 is 25, 10 times 10 is 100, you see? So you since they tell us these are perfect square trinomials, that means that the square root of this one and the square root of this one are the factors that you're going to use to factor the trinomial. Okay, so that's why the square root of x is x and x, and the square root of 81 is 9 and 9. And then since they're both positive, both of these are going to be positive. And then they want us to write it into they say here in the directions, they say into a binomial squared. So that means that I'm going to write it like this: x plus 9 squared. Okay? Let's factor this one. All we got to do is find the square root of x squared, which is x, and the square root of 1/4. So you find the square root of 1 and the square root of 4, which is 1 over 2. The square root of 1 is 1 because 1 times 1 is 1, and the square root of 4 is 2 because 2 times 2 is 2. Since the middle term is negative, that tells us that our squared or our factors are going to be negative. And you notice I just skipped this step right here, and I just wrote it. I just went straight to the step over here. Went straight to this step here. Okay, you could do that too. I give you permission. Permission granted. Okay, here we have the square root of x squared is x. The square root of 25 is 5. Since this is negative, I'm putting a negative here. Just put my little 2 exponent. That's called an exponent, remember? All right. Square root of x squared is x. The square root of 16 is 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, and then since they're both positive, I know this is going to be positive, and then put my exponent 2. That's exponent. Don't forget that. Okay. And is there any more problems? Doesn't look like. I think that's it, right? Okay, bye.